Our colleagues from the Office of the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs tell us that a young child was reportedly among multiple people killed in Israeli airstrikes over the weekend as civilians continue to be killed and injured in Gaza and the West Bank. Yesterday, 3 UN warehouses in Deir al-Balah were damaged in an airstrike. All 3 sustained damage, with one of them significantly impacted. We've stressed repeatedly civilians and civilian infrastructure, including humanitarian facilities, must never be a target and must be protected. And also regarding Gaza, a new report by a new UNICEF survey highlights the impact of the ongoing conflict on children and mothers, with families facing chronic malnutrition, poor diets, and childhood illness. The survey was conducted between the 31st of May and June 15th of this year, following a substantial expansion of humanitarian assistance from October 2025 ceasefire. It shows that while acute malnutrition among children is in accessible areas was relatively low, the longer-term picture remains deeply concerning. Chronic malnutrition or stunting, which was an indicator of impaired linear growth reflecting cumulative nutritional and health conditions over time, affected 12.2% of Palestinian children under the age of 5, while 4% were overweight. The coexistence of stunting, wasting, and overweight points to poor dietary quality, not simply a lack of food. Some 73% of children in Gaza between the ages of 6 and 23 months had consumed unhealthy food, while only 22.4% received a minimum acceptable diet. Behind these numbers are children who are not getting diverse, nutritious food they need to grow and stay healthy. Some programs to detect and treat malnutrition continued after the ceasefire, but supplies and access needed to prevent children from becoming malnourished were not reaching them. We continue to call for sustained and unimpeded humanitarian access to the Gaza Strip, including for fuel, continued funding for nutrition, health, water, and sanitation services, and open commercial markets so that children and families can get the food and essential services they need to prevent further deterioration. And a quick note from our Deputy Secretary General, Mina Mohammed, who, as you know, is in Mongolia. What we need to see is a reduced Israeli military presence in Gaza. We need them to as it was agreed to reduce the area in which they're banning Palestinians from living in. Lenka, then Namo.
Thank you, Stefan. There are reports